guys, it's your girl Shauna Graham, and welcome back to another episode of Yellow Couch Talk, my podcast where I talk about self healing, self realization, and the most important thing that I'm a progressing person, not a perfect one. So let's jump right into the episode. Hey guys, it's your girl Shauna Graham, and welcome back to another episode of Yellow Couch Talk. I hope the audio is okay. I hope you can't hear the whole park outdoor scenery. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure nobody's like walking past me. This is so awkward. Okay, let's just address the elephant in the room, okay? Yes, I've been gone for like a whole month. I had to take some time off to get my mind right. I've been trying to focus on, you know what? There's like bees out here, and I'm not even kidding. The other day, I was outside after my workout, and I was stretching on my yoga mat, and I fucking got stung by a bee. Excuse my French. I got stung by a bee. I literally was minding my business, and the bee just came over and stung me in my knee. And I haven't got stung by a bee since I was probably like a child. And there's all these bees around me, but I've been trying to film this podcast, no lie, for the entire month of July. I'm gonna use the excuse as, oh, there's a bee. Oh my gosh, as the weather. So not even lying, if you live in, okay, I'm trying to just ignore the bees, okay? But if you live up north, then you understand that the weather could be raining one day, it could be hot the next day, it could be cold, like not even joking. Every other day it wants to rain, then it wants to be really hot. And I'm just like, excuse me, I'm trying to film my podcast, okay? So today's episode, well, let's get into the quote of the day. Let me turn my iPad back on because it's on 17%, so I gotta hurry up before it dies. Okay, so the quote of the day is, the greatest glory in living lies. There's an ant. Get out of here, ant. Oh, I'm outside, so this is gonna be like annoying. Okay, I didn't know this said this. I thought it said something else. I swear that's not what this quote says, but I'm gonna read whatever it says on my iPad, and then if it's wrong, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Okay, the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. Okay, so I think that's what it is. But so today's podcast episode is about dreams, okay? Dreams and nightmares. So, not even joking, let's just start out why I'm outside. So, my best friend Miami, she texted me one day. Oh, this bee's going to scare the heck out of me. Okay, she texted me one day and she was like, Shauna, I had a dream that you were outside in the park. And if you guys watch my YouTube videos, you see that I have like a yellow couch talk tapestry behind me. And excuse any noise that you hear, I am outside, so hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, but she was like, I had a dream that you're outside filming at the park, and like you had your tapestry behind you, and it was like a yellow couch podcast episode. And I was like, oh my, this was like 2, 3 months ago, maybe like 4 months ago. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I could try to find the text message and put it on the screen. But she texted me, dang, this is a really loud park. I could have went to a different park. Or maybe you guys won't be able to hear it, but I can hear everything in my headphones. Like, it's so loud. Okay, but she texted me and she told me that, and ever since then, I had to make her dream come true because I'm like, bro, that'd be such a cool episode. So if you guys can see my yellow blanket, and we're outside and we're making Miami's dream come true. Okay, so let's just start off with some fun facts about dreams. Okay, so morning time is when our longest dreams happen. REM sleep stands for rapid eye movement. I remember when I was in college, I learned all about dreams and REM, but I can't even tell you honestly anything that I remember from that. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, and then some of your muscles are paralyzed in REM sleep to so that you don't act out your dreams, which I think that's really like cool though, because if you were acting out your dreams, then like maybe some bad things might happen. Okay, and then only 12% of people actually dream in black and white. We're more likely to have a happy dream if we are low in stress. So if you want to have a happy dream, don't be so stressed out. Now, if you're stressed out and you have like a nightmare or a scary dream, then no, that's because you're stressed. Okay, and then about 4% of men and women have sex dreams, which is crazy because I always hear on TV, or like I never really heard people in person say they have like wet dreams, I guess. But yeah, it's only about 4% of women and men have sex dreams, and me personally, I don't think I ever had one, like ever. And there's an ant crawling on my laptop. There's bugs everywhere. Which okay, yeah, we're outside. Duh, Shauna. Okay. Um, Men dream about being intimate with women more than dream. Hold on, Shauna. Men dream about being intimate with more than two women, which I thought was just like okay. And then women dream about being with a celebrity. So like, woman, if they're dreaming about being intimate, is more likely to be with a celebrity than their partner, which is I thought was a crazy fact. That's so crazy. And then like if a man has an intimate dream, then it's usually with two women or more. Okay. Women have more nightmares during their teen and adult years, which is crazy because I feel like my teens, I don't think I really remember my teen dreams, like dreaming. Like I can barely remember the dreams I have now. Like I do. There's some dreams that I have like, whoa, like I wake up and I remember very vividly. And other dreams where I'm like, they happen. And as soon as I wake up, I'm like startled or scared. Then I don't remember them, which is crazy. Um, okay, and then let's see. So about 40% of children have night terrors, which I think is crazy. That's a lot of kids who have night terrors. So okay, and then eating before bed makes nightmares more likely. So stop eating before bed. So if you don't want to have a nightmare, do not eat before bed. So little ant. Okay, I just threw that ant on my laptop and I get stuck in the pin. Oh, okay. Hopefully he can find his way out because he looked crippled. Oh, he's really stuck in there. Little ant, just crawl out. I picked that boy up and tossed him. Can you get out of my iPad, bro? That man just stuck. He's just gonna keep crawling back and forth. Okay, whatever, ant. I don't even care. Okay, and let's see. I have two more fun facts about dreams. So, blind people see images in their dreams. So, I think that's really cool because, I mean, when we close our eyes, we do see images as well. But I feel like in my head, it just made sense to like, you can see images. Like, if you open your eyes and you see things your whole life or something, then you'll be able to see those images when you close your eyes. But I guess it doesn't matter if you're blind or not. So I thought that was really cool. I never knew that. And then our last fun fact is, if you don't remember your dreams, you are spiritually out of touch with yourself. And I thought that was so crazy because I feel uh, like again, I rarely remember my dreams. So maybe I need to tap into my spiritual side, like Shauna, get it together. Yeah, so if you are like me and you don't remember your dreams, then we are spiritually out of touch with ourselves. So we need to get it together. Okay, my iPad's on 11%. Okay, so I don't really need an iPad much more. I just have my notes in here. Okay, so I think it's funny because if anybody, I don't know, me personally, so like sometimes I have dreams about things that I don't remember, but most of my dreams, what am I saying? Is it kind of like deja vu? I don't know if it's deja vu or if it's just like, so like I'll have a dream about a place, and then like years later I'll be in that same place and it'll just like be like deja vu, I guess. Like I'll be like, oh my gosh, this place is so familiar to me. And I don't know if anybody else experiences that. I don't know if that's like a thing or if it's called a thing or if it has a proper term. But literally, like, sometimes I'll be, wow, there's so many ants. Ooh, boy. I really have a fear of like ants and they're all like crawling together. Oh my god, it's so disgusting to me. Okay, but yeah, I don't know if anybody else does that. Like there'll be like just a place that is so familiar to me. Like I'll see it like kind of, I don't want to say like I'm psychic, but like I'll see something, and then like years later it'll just be like, oh my gosh, I've been to this place before, or I've seen this before, and I don't know what this is called. I don't know if anybody else experiences it. So if you do, please comment below on the YouTube video. I'll leave a community tab or a poll or something open on the Spotify page for Yellow Couch Talk. But like, let me know. Does anyone else experience anything like that? I can hear the crickets. Wow. Okay, let's see. And then, okay, it's just so crazy because like I obviously knew this, but it just like more like I never I don't know if I ever had a conversation with somebody or just like I don't know, but it honestly did not click to me that smells can bring back memories, like, or even taste. Okay, so like one day I was just someone walked past me. I feel like it's always when someone walks past me or I'm cooking something and I'll smell it and it'll bring me back to a memory that like I lost or that was like so far in the past that I just never think about. But even it's so crazy. So this guy I dated like 2 years ago, his cologne, like I don't know. I should ask him. I haven't talked to this man in a long time, but I really want to ask him what cologne he used. I don't know if he still uses it, but anytime like he walked past me or he was near me, like his cologne, it was just like the greatest thing I ever smelled. Like he was probably the, the one guy I dated in my life that I could remember the smell. Like it was so crazy. Like I loved this cologne that he used. I don't know what it's called. I probably won't ask him because I don't talk to that man. But I really need to know. Only because I just want to buy it and just spray it like on my pillows or on me. I just want to use it myself because it was just like it just smells so good. But I'm not even joking. Like a couple weeks ago, I was at work and this guy walked past me and he smelled just like him. And I stopped and I was like, it just brought me back to like a couple years ago when I was dating this guy, and I was just like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, I haven't thought about this man in this long, and it just like, wow, it just was so crazy how someone walked past me and smelled just like him, and it was just like, whoa, is somebody cutting grass, bro? I don't know if you guys can hear this, but someone is cutting grass. Like, I definitely picked the worst park to come to. Like, it's like the playground's over there, so the kids are all the way over there. I chose to come over on this side to where there's only someone jogging. This lady's jogging back there. She's working out. Go, sis, because I need to get my workout in for the day too. But why can I hear somebody mowing grass? That's so crazy. I'm surprised any airplanes haven't flown past yet. Great. Now someone's cutting grass. That is so hilarious to me. Wow. I wonder if you guys can hear this. I'm going to listen back to 1321 and see if I can hear this. Because that's crazy. Okay. What else? I feel like even certain smells. So like if my mom cooks something that she made us when we were a child, like memories go back. Like it just brings back memories. It's just so crazy how certain smells can just bring back memories. That's just so crazy to me. That like obviously I knew that, but I just never really like thought about it until like recently in my adult life. That's so funny to me. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, so this is so crazy. So here comes the airplane. I just spoke it up. So we're gonna wait till the airplane is past, so it's not so loud. Watch me wait, watch me nene, watch me wait, watch me nene. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I see it. So low. Yeah, y'all can't see it. Yeah. crazy. Before I started filming this podcast, this car pulled up and was dumping trash in the trash can, which is fine, right? But it's so annoying because they missed like the entire trash can. It's like, what is your okay? All right, we're back in the video, and I forget what I was talking about. I think I was talking about, oh yeah. So let me try to hurry up. Okay, so I had a dream. I think it was like Thursday. I had a dream, and it was crazy. I think whenever the 27th was, I think that was I think it was the day before, the day after. It was a couple days before. So the 27th is my stepdad's birthday. So I think it was like that Thursday. It was so crazy. So my great grandma's house is, no one lives there, but my great grandma Lizzie passed. My grandpa lived there, and I haven't been to the house since he passed. But my brother, his girlfriend, and my brother's dog at the time all went to the house, and they say that my grandpa's spirit still lives there. You know, and they could feel it as soon as they walked in. I haven't been to the house, but this house is in Columbus, Ohio. 709 Champion. Don't nobody pull up, okay? But that's the house. So yeah, so I had a dream about this house, and it was empty. It was literally empty, right? And I couldn't physically see myself, but I just felt like I was in that house, right? And I seen my grandma Lizzie, I seen my grandpa, I seen Ron, and I seen Aunt Faye, which is my aunt who passed away August 1st. Today is her passing. She passed away on my brother's birthday, and she also shares the same birthday as Ron, my stepdad. I seen all of them in the house. They all have passed on, and like I swear it was like about time for me to wake up. And as I was waking up, they're like, "Hi, Shauna," and I woke up, and it was like it's the craziest thing I've ever like experienced, because I was like, whoa, like it's so close to their like the day they passed, the date that they passed, or their birthdays. I thought that was crazy. And then another thing is, I feel like so in dreams, I feel like I don't know if you guys believe this, but I personally believe this. So it was like last year, and then God showed me, because I know I'm like very talented in certain areas of my life and things that I want to do, but I'm also confused, and sometimes it's just like I know what I do, like I want to do, but I feel like I just had to ask God what my purpose was here on earth. But I know that my brother Keon passed away, and I always wanted to name a business after him. So I have like True Sweets tattooed on my arm, right? And I just know I wanted to do something, and I want it to be in like honor of him. And so a couple years ago, last year, I had a dream, and it was like I believe God sent me this dream because it was so clear, it was so like vivid. But I had a dream, and it was the cafe. I want to own a cafe, and this is like the thing I've wanted to do for the past couple years. So I want to own a cafe, and it's going to be called True's Caf. And I've been like loving the color pink, and I just like, that's my color now, right? Even though green is my favorite color, but the color pink has just been my color. And the cafe was so clear as day. It was like laid out exactly how I would imagine. So like on one side of the wall, it was a whole grass wall, and if you know, I love grass walls. And then like there was a pink booth on the wall. There was pink tables. Like the booths were like a hot pink. The tables were like a baby pink. And then the floor, I don't remember the floor being pink, but the counter and everything was like pink. It was just like, and it had a neon sign, and it said True's Cafe or True's Caf. And I like, this is like something that I know that's gonna happen, because I just felt like God showed me this dream, and like I just think about it so much, And another thing, I feel like, okay, obviously again, I am not psychic, but I feel like my dreams definitely prove things to me, and I see them before they happen, even if it's not necessarily exactly how they happen. So real quick story time, because I only have a little bit of time left. So I believe I was in college when I had this dream, and this is when I was dealing with my ex, okay? My ex from like 3 years ago, the one I was with like the longest. So I had a dream. So if you know the story, he was dealing with me, and he was dealing with another girl, right? And this was like for years, probably since I first started college. So that was like 2015. Or no, 2014. I think. Yeah. So since 2014, it's just been like the same reoccurring. Like, if he's with me, he's not with her. But if he's with her, he's not with me. Right? So when I was in college around 2017, I had this dream. And it's so crazy because in the dream, it was so weird. So we were in an auditorium, okay? And when we first went into the auditorium, like, I couldn't see anybody else, but it was me and it was him. And we were sitting together in the auditorium, okay? I don't even know, I don't remember there being a show on or anything, but it was just him and I. But it was people around us, but I couldn't see them, you know? The strangest thing. So when we were in the auditorium, we had like an intermission. We walked outside of the intermission and people were just talking. Again, I couldn't see anybody else but me, him. And then the girl he's with now, she came up randomly in my dream. And instead of like I don't know if it was a show, but when we went back into the auditorium, he went and sat with her, right? And he didn't come sit with me. He was already sitting with me. And it was so crazy because for years I'm like, okay, no, this is my man, my future. I love him. We're gonna be together, you know. And before we broke up, like 3 years now? I don't even know. Like, I've been over it for so long, and it's been so long. I can't remember the year that he broke up with me. But literally, if y'all know the story, I was about to move to Philadelphia. He broke up with me, and he went to be with her, right? And it's crazy because as soon as that happened, I was like, I knew this was gonna happen because my dream, I fucking like, I keep cussing, I can't cuss on YouTube. My dream, I predicted this because basically in that dream, what it meant to me is that like he's not gonna choose me, but I kept like having hope, like no, he's gonna be with me, he's gonna choose me. And in that dream, he left me to go be with her and sit with her. He didn't come with me, you know. He was with me in the beginning, which he was with me, and at the end of it, he left me to be with her. And it's so crazy because I was like, bro, I dreamt this and it happened. But yet I'm over here heartbroken, like I didn't know this was gonna happen, like I didn't dream it. But I don't know if I'm crazy, but has anyone ever had a dream where like something happened like that, but it wasn't necessarily like, it didn't play out like how your dream played out, but honestly at the end, I come this road trip with this freaking porta potty. When I tell you I picked the worst park in the world, the worst park in the world, because why is all this stuff going on right now? But yeah, let me see, is that everything else I had on my yeah, I think that truck now. Don't be ridiculous with your loud self. But if you guys listen to the podcast, and I already had said I'm gonna read this book next, but if you are watching the YouTube video that cut off that I have to edit now, this book here, Healing the Soul of a Woman by Joyce Meyer. So I've been waiting over a month for this book, and I cannot wait to read it. It's gonna be such a good read. I'm just excited to like, you know, I'm just excited to read it because I haven't read any self-help books this year. I've only read basically like story type of books. But if you guys have any books you want me to read, like you can DM me and tell me or comment below. I definitely want to read a book written by a man. So I'm thinking like Will Smith, Barack Obama, like a black man. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. If you guys have had any weird dreams, or is it premonitions, I guess you can say. If you guys have anything that happened to you that's weird, or anything similar to what I've went through or I've been going through, let me know. Oh, also, okay, so I told my mom about that dream about me like seeing like my grandma, my great grandma, my grandpa Ron, Aunt Faye. It's so crazy. And then my mom told my uncle said when you have dreams like that, it has to do with like the lottery or some weird stuff. So whatever the dream was on that day, you have to look up the lottery numbers. So I think he said, like literally the day I had the dream, he went back and looked up the lottery numbers, and that the lottery numbers were the numbers of that day. And I was like, that's so crazy. I've never known that. So y'all could have won the lottery, but like I didn't know that. But like I'm not thinking like, oh my god, my dream has to do with the lottery. I don't know. My uncle's like really big on the lottery. This man plays every day. He plays his. I'm not even joking. He plays his number every day. So I wasn't hip to it. I'm probably never gonna have a dream like that ever again. Oh, I think he said when you dream something like that, or you dream of death. Which, okay, yeah, I don't know. Another airplane. Okay, guys, I think it's time to end this podcast because it's just so loud out here. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Couch Talk with your girl Shauna Graham. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Yellow Couch Talk at Shauna Graham. That, guys, I hope you are enjoying this episode. It's August 1st, so that means there's 24 more days until my 27th birthday. We're going on a trip in like 3 weeks, so yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next week. Peace.
How long can you go?